Hey, welcome to Side. This is Zach, and I am John. We're here to catch the final episode of season one of WandaVision, and apparently it is the series final as well.
Yeah.
Zach, catch me up. Where'd we leave off here?
All right. So we left off with Scarlet Witch.
Mm-hmm.
Um, let's see what the biggest thing. Scarlet Witch. Wanda always had her powers.
Okay.
I think that's an important takeaway.
What do you mean? So Scarlet Witch has been dubbed,
Yeah,
so she's
as
got the
a
official
being
title
instead
now.
of just a superhero name.
Right. Okay.
She's always had her powers, so it didn't completely come from the Mind Stone, which to me makes sense why she has reality changing
Changing
powers
effects,
because
right? Because
it's
not
like the
all.
Mind Stone's like, why does the Mind Stone have like the Reality Stone powers? That never made sense to me. But
Mm-hmm.
I think that kind of makes sense if you have like reality changing powers, but also Mind Stone powers because you could put mind into it, and so you can
I
actually put it to life.
it allows you
I feel like
to
you kind of need
yeah
the two together.
yeah give you the imagination, the complexity to actually build it, kind
Yeah,
of a thing.
yeah. So
So we left with Wanda confronting Agatha or Agnes. Where do you think? What do you think is going to result from that? Is Agnes evil? Is she
um,
out to get Wanda?
I don't think she's gonna be the big bad. I think
Okay.
she's either I don't like they're making her come across as though she like maybe wants Wanda's powers, or like she was she because
Right.
in the beginning it showed her like grabbing the powers from her coven, from all the witches in her coven,
Right. I
from
completely
apparently a
forgot
darker
about that.
power that
Yeah.
even they are not cool with.
Yeah.
So it makes you maybe that makes you leads you to believe that she
She's
wants to do the same to Wanda or
envious.
something, but
Right.
I don't think that's the case. Maybe I don't know if she
I
wants to teach Wanda.
I
That's,
think it's more of a neutral evil approach where she's kind of just doing her own thing, felt this surge go off, and is like, I want to learn about how this
yeah,
happened. Shows up to Wanda's spell, tries to talk to Wanda multiple times, and Wanda's just like, I have no idea what you're
and Wanda's
talking
in this
about.
like weird sitcom thing. She's like, oh my god, like
And so Agatha finally snaps and kidnaps Wanda's kids, quote unquote kids,
yeah,
because we still don't know like if these kids have just been like forced to grow like 12 years or
yeah,
something. And we go through the Wanda's past, why she got these powers and whatnot.
yeah,
I think that despite what is going on with Wanda and Agatha, Sword is going to get involved and not in a good way.
yeah. Not in a antagonistic way against Wanda.
Yes, I think so. And I think it will come down to,
Because he's director or whatever.
yeah, I think it will come down to a sacrifice on Vision's part. And,
On WandaVision's vision,
yes,
and not the evil
not the white
white
one.
vision.
Right, right. I think that's what it'll come down to. Not the only, but another theory is that they somehow combine and Wanda gets Vision back.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of people's theory is getting Vision back. Um, let's see. Yeah, I'm trying to think because it's like they could just not bring him back. Who knows?
Well,
Like
it is or it
like
isn't.
people like Paul Bettany, and
Right.
if that Vision dies, the multiverse opens up. I always just think it's like, well, you just have Paul Bettany as Vision in another multiverse, and he's back. It's like there's like endless amounts of them.
Problems.
So it's like, yeah, but
Okay.
I think at this point in Marvel, not every character has what is it, lore armor is what they call it,
Plot armor.
plot armor, yeah,
Yeah, plot
where
armor.
it's like the main character's not gonna die because it's like, well, okay,
Yeah,
it's
it's the
like
main
this is an
character.
intense scene, but they're not gonna die.
Yeah.
But
They'll get shot at 37
but
times
yeah,
and dodge
but like
every
it's
one
kind
of
of
them.
what I feel like with Wanda, but she's never really been in a life-threatening thing. But,
She was in Age of Ultron, which
Yeah.
is why
yeah, Age of
Pedro
Ultron, yeah.
died.
Age of Ultron, yeah, she was her and her brother were definitely like side characters introduced in that, so it definitely seemed like she could have died.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm. Now she's got her own series.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, should we hop into this, see what actually
Yeah,
happens?
I'm trying to think about the big cameos that we were talking about earlier
Ooh,
with
cameos.
Doctor
Yes.
Strange is who I'm thinking.
That's the next
Because he's the protector
movie.
of our reality.
Right.
And that's exactly what Wanda's doing, is threatening our reality. Because Wanda's, or even Agatha's saying, it's like, you're dangerous, chaos magic, you know? So.
Doctor Strange is the next Marvel movie that's coming out, correct?
Yeah, I think
and
so.
then
it's either Doctor Strange or Spider-Man.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier come out just in like
Falcon
2
and the Winter
weeks.
Soldier comes out like 2 weeks, and then after that is another show. Like I think Marvel's basically having a Disney Plus series the entire year, with only like a week breaks. So they're Winter Soldier and Falcon, and then after that, I can't remember what it is. I think it's the animated one of the animated ones, and then
okay, keep the content
yeah,
trickling in.
Gonna keep doing it. So
all right.
I think Eternals might be one. I have no idea what that is, but it should be cool. You know, and it's all gonna be Phase 4. So in some ways, it's all gonna it's kind of like how Captain America, the first movie, and Thor, the first movie, like none of them have anything to do with each other, but eventually everything connects. So
Connected, right?
So I'm pretty sure Falcon and Winter Soldier aren't gonna deal with reality changing things. It's just gonna be Marvel stuff. But
I can imagine them making a cameo.
Yeah, I could imagine the things. Maybe at the end of Falcon and Winter Soldier, it's like they hear about an anomaly, like something crazy happened, and that's like the end of WandaVision. You know,
right.
Something
see where
who
that
knows.
goes.
So
well, let's go ahead
I guess we'll
and
find
hop
out.
into this.
Yeah, let's see.
3, 2, 1.
Scarlet Witch.
Dun dun.
Oh,
dun.
it showed a flash of the Scarlet Witch, which is what she saw like when the Mind Stone exploded with the yellow. She looked like she saw like a figure, and it showed the reflection of the figure in her eye, and it looked like a silhouette of like the comic book Scarlet Witch. She's probably not gonna have the unitard, but
Probably not.
like in that magic episode where they did the magic act.
Oh yeah.
She had the
so
or no,
maybe,
it was in the Halloween episode. She had like that her costume, you know.
And in episode 2 where they did the talent show.
Oh yeah, episode 2. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Her boots. Not the Wicked Witch of the West.
Oh, is that White Vision? Oh, Vision versus Vision. Let's go.
This is our home.
Then let's fight for it. Hold this peacefully. Wanda Maximoff must be neutralized. You must be destroyed. I know that.
Seems like a lot of the budget went into this episode.
He was just holding that the entire time.
Flourish.
He's skilled. Damn.
And I was hoping you could get here inside the hour.
Did you know there's an entire chapter devoted to you in the Darkhold?
Oh,
That's the Book of the Damned. You say I am.
that book was missing from the library in Doctor Strange.
Oh, it was, wasn't it?
If I could just hold her, please.
Dang.
What do you do? Ralph Boner?
Bowler.
Controlling you.
They still seem mind controlled.
Yeah. Her hand's still
Yeah,
messed up.
it's getting more messed up.
There were like 50,000 people in this town, were there not?
Yeah,
We're going in.
they're so dumb. All right, so he's gonna die if he's not in a hex.
Impeccable timing.
So is Hayward working with Agatha or what? White Vision doesn't seem to be
Very antagonistic
Yeah.
towards each other. But I think this is the confrontation here.
Listen, boys.
he has like an arc reactor instead of a Mind Stone.
But I'm not the true vision. Only a conditional vision. I request elaboration.
Just point your guns. All this entire army is pointing guns at these 2 kids. All right.
He's doing kind of doing a slow motion thing like Quicksilver. Yeah.
No, no, no.
Total shock absorption. It looks like. Oh, she's like turning to light. I don't know what's going on.
Of course, now he runs. All right. This is very predictable.
Oh wait, my regular bullets didn't work. What do you know?
Oh, there's Darcy.
Our timeless planks of wood rot are replaced with new planks. Removed planks are restored and reassembled free of the rot. Is that the ship of Theseus? Both are the true ship.
It's interesting. Are they gonna become one? Oh shit.
I am Vision.
Damn, okay. That was pretty cool, I thought. Taking her back to her
Yeah, doing the
Scariest-
same thing.
scariest place, I guess. This is totally Doctor Strange shit.
There's more. I want it all.
I bet she's purposely doing this, Wanda. Oh, it's the protection runes. She laid on the bed.
Nice.
That's badass.
How many times did she do that?
Yeah, I'm just like, girl who cried wolf. Oh shit. Just becoming the Scarlet
Yep,
Witch.
there it is.
Yep. Yep. That's what she saw. I think. Fuck yeah. It's a badass costume.
I'm glad it's not a leotard.
Yeah. Damn. That's a super badass costume.
Not if I see you first, hun.
So is the bubble still up or no?
Well, I guess so, because they're still alive.
And everybody's just standing around.
To a fixer-up.
A family is forever.
I think Vision, I think they all know that they're about to go away. That's why they're putting him to sleep.
Right.
I just wanted to see you clearly. And there you are. What am I?
A body of wires and blood and bone that I created. And my hope.
Who knows what I might be next?
We'll say hello again.
Going past all the episodes.
So long, darling.
Right where it all started. So I wonder what's up with the Westview citizens now.
Leave like she arrived.
Yeah.
I guess there's a little bit of collateral and fallout to deal with.
I don't understand this power, but I will.
That's why Doctor Strange is going to teach her. Damn.
Did you? So who? Where was the cameo?
I don't know if there is like a confirmation that there was one. People were just thinking
I see.
like there has to be
Okay.
one,
I see.
unless there's one in the after credits. So we'll
Maybe
see.
we'll have to keep taking a look.
They had one for the last 2 episodes, so
Correct.
I felt like they did that so that we would make us make sure to stay for this one.
Catch the next one. So, what did you
It
think?
seems to have a more of a tied ending than I thought it would have, you know, where they tied things together, where it's not like a big cliffhanger for what's going to happen in Doctor Strange or something, unless there's an after credit.
There's
Because it's like, now what's going to happen with Wanda? It's like,
right. I
wait,
feel
so
like
it's
it left a lot of questions unanswered. Like, what happened to Vision 2.0?
Yeah.
Like, what?
Well, he's
what
going to
was
show
that?
up later, obviously. Well,
Well,
I say
is he Vision
obviously,
now?
but yeah, he said I am Vision, and then he flew
So,
off.
all right.
He basically when WandaVision Vision touched him on the arc reactor thing,
Right.
he like basically copied
Downloaded all
himself
these
into him.
memories, I guess.
He basically and then that's why the arc reactor thing glowed yellow for a second,
Okay.
and then
And then he took off, but I don't know why he took off if he had all of Vision's memories.
unless, yeah, I don't know, unless Vision was thinking to like, yeah, I don't know, to like something.
Something about debriefs are for the weak. Old friend of your mother's.
Oh, she's a scroll.
Who's a friend of his mother's?
I have a feeling that she was talking about Samuel Jackson, Nick Fury,
Oh, that does make
'Cause-
sense.
because there was one. What was it? I think it was. Damn, which film was it? So one of the recent. I think it was the end of Captain Marvel, maybe. One of the end credit scenes. It shows Nick Fury up in a space station. It looked like it showed Nick Fury like up in a space station, just chilling and stuff, and he's on a scroll, which is the shapeshifters.
Right.
I don't know if you ever saw.
I don't know
They show up
if
in
I
Captain
have.
Marvel, but
No, I knew that,
And
and,
so,
I
like-
think I've seen it once,
and so-
long time ago.
I don't know if did you see Spider-Man: Far From Home?
Yes, that one was
Did you
good.
do you remember the end credit scene of that where I don't know if you remember, but it shows Nick Fury and his partner girl in the car, and then they transform into Skrulls. Like in Spider-Man: Far From Home, Nick Fury and that girl that he's always with were Skrulls the entire time. It wasn't actually Nick Fury
I do not
because Nick Fury's up on some sort of space station.
doing
I think
something.
doing the actual what sword is supposed to be like in the comics, like sentient world observation.
I see.
Instead, it's like
Okay.
when she said, "Where is he?" Up there.
Well, couldn't that also be the sky base that they have?
That's Shield.
Okay.
Scroll doesn't work with Shield, as far as I know.
All right. All
But
right.
I don't know.
Fair enough.
Could
So
be
it could
that
be
as well.
Nick
But
Fury.
I think that's what they're alluding to is Nick Fury slash Captain Marvel. You know.
So what did you feel about how this episode played out? What were your thoughts on this one?
Didn't play like I thought it would, but I liked it. Vision is still around.
Still around, quote unquote.
Yeah, that's their way of keeping Paul Bettany in the show. You know.
Right. Right.
So
Keeping doors
I'm pretty
open,
sure that's Vision's still around. You know.
off doing something, joining the Justice League.
Yeah, so he's still around. Doesn't have the Mind Stone. Doesn't need it. The only thing they left off was kind of that. Oh, another.
That's the episode that just keeps on giving. I'm betting Alaska.
Oh, what the heck?
She reading that book.
Damn. Okay.
Cliffhanger.
I assume that's a bad book. So
It was the
Darkhold, the
book that Agatha was reading.
Yeah.
Which you said was the book that was in Doctor Strange.
I don't think
that
it was in
missing.
Doctor Strange, but they mentioned it as as like a book that's
A
missing.
lost book. Right. Okay.
And I think it has evil origins and stuff.
I thought it was the protagonist in Doctor Strange that took that book.
I can't. Might have been that book, or maybe it's a different one. Can't remember.
Okay. Fair enough. Either way,
But-
it's the Book of the Dead.
Yeah, is that what that was?
That's
So
what
it
I
seems
heard
like-
her say. But
So maybe that is setting up Wanda to be a antagonist of sorts in Doctor Strange.
it's a possibility.
Crazy that Doctor Strange didn't show up at all.
Well, I'm
knowing
interested.
What he deals with, you know.
So she's still hearing the voices of her kids.
Yeah. So I'm wondering.
Where the heck is that coming from?
Yeah. Like, do her kid? Oh, maybe. Because with Spider-Man and Doctor Strange, we're going into the multiverse of madness, and then the Spider-Man is
No
going
Way
into
Home. Right.
basically the Spideyverse, and then so maybe those are her kids
Somewhere
in
else.
a from a different reality or something. Like maybe I don't know.
I liked how the fight between Scarlet Witch and Agatha played out.
Yeah, with the protection runes, that's cool.
Right.
I wasn't expecting that at all.
Yeah, and I wasn't either. Now looking back at it, it seems rather like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But at the time, you have no idea that they could do that. So there we go. But they made particular note of her shooting the walls.
Of her shooting the walls.
Of the Scarlet Witch hitting the walls with her spells.
Oh yeah.
Like she would throw them at Agatha, and some of them would miss.
Yeah, and they'd hit the wall. Yeah. And on the outside, you could see them hitting the wall. So that's cool. So I guess Agatha's just down there, just like,
She's
as
stuck. Yeah, that's gotta suck. I don't
just
know.
stuck as character forever.
I
Okie
wonder
dokie.
if actors ever feel like that. If
Yeah.
they get like typecast or something. You're just stuck in character forever.
Like you're always playing the same character. Or the people that it's like Seth Rogen. It always seems like he's not even playing a character. He's just himself.
I honestly think that the Jimmy there will get promoted.
Yeah, people are hoping that Jimmy and Darcy have like a little cop duo, like comedy sort of
Thing.
show. Yeah, or it's not like super into like Marvel's stuff, but it's like their own little escapades. But
Do you think Jimmy will stay at his current position? Like after
I think
this,
so. Yeah,
I would see him being like, because the director of Sword, who got arrested this episode, that position's empty. Who are they gonna put there?
yeah,
Monica apparently is leaving.
yeah. So Monica's leaving. So yeah, I wonder. Yeah, it has to be Nick Fury. That's the only thing I could think. I'm pretty sure
That's true.
it's Nick Fury that she was referring to, because Monica in Captain Marvel, it takes place like in the 90s, and Monica is in that movie, but she's a little girl in that, and so she knows Nick Fury. She's met Nick Fury. She knows who the Skrulls were back then. She's friends with the Skrull, and then and all that stuff. So she knows about all that. She helped Captain Marvel pick her outfit out. Or pick
Nice.
the colors of her outfit.
I think the army was a little, or the armed forces were kind of over the top. It
They're
felt
so
like they were
stupid.
very much just kind of like the story was written and they were forgot about. It's like, oh yeah, we got to do something with these
I
guys.
feel like they act like America would act if like superheroes were real. It's like, oh, this reality changing magic is going on. Well,
it's
send
either
in the
ours
big guns.
or dead.
It's like we're just gonna send them in and shoot them. It's
Right.
like what do you think's gonna happen? These are like superhero people. I guess they had the idea of Vision, and that worked a little bit. It was a cool fight with them like phasing through each other.
Yeah,
and
that
stuff.
was a cool fight. So honestly, I would expect that this is probably the most expensive episode
Oh yeah,
with all the CGI and whatnot, all the
definitely.
floating around. That one interested me. How was Agnes flying, or Agatha flying, if all her power was being suppressed?
Yeah, that's what I was getting.
the
That's
Scarlet
what I was
Witch
understanding
just
when it
holding
looked
her
like
up?
that she absorbed all of Scarlet Witch's powers. I was like, how is Scarlet Witch still flying? So I thought she was gonna absorb all her powers and then she was gonna fall.
Right, same. That's what I was expecting.
But obviously, maybe it's just illusion magic that Wanda was doing to make her think that she was absorbing her. I don't know.
Maybe so. I don't know
Or it takes a
because
second for the runes to activate. I don't know.
right.
And it looks like the Citizens of Westview.
Yeah, are not
That's
happy.
fucked up. Like,
Yeah,
they're
I
kinda-
wouldn't be happy
it's
either.
like their kids are just like stuck in the room the entire time.
For
what-
8-9 weeks.
Yeah, how long
Ugh.
did this whole thing take place?
Well, if it's a sitcom, happened every week.
Yeah.
Mm,
Like, was each week that we watched it a week for them?
maybe.
Well, actually, it seemed like each, because the Halloween episode, then the episode after that, she's in bed with her Halloween costume.
right.
And then, yeah, it seems like each episode, so maybe this took place over, like, I would say no longer than 2 weeks.
I wouldn't be able to tell you.
I would say, like,
There's no
Yeah, they don't
context.
directly, unless the episodes are an indication. In that case, it lasted 9 days, because there's 9 episodes. Because at least for all the sitcom episodes, which was like the first 6 episodes, or
That's
something,
true.
they were all one day after each other,
What?
but 10 years after each other, like in her world, because it skipped decades.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't like the Army's involvement. I thought the play out between Vision and Vision 2.0 was pretty cool. Don't know where he went. Interested in finding that
Yeah.
out. Do you think he'll pop up in Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
Oh yeah, he might.
He might pop up
He's
there.
not. Doesn't seem like he would deal with like multiverse magic sort of stuff. Especially since he doesn't even have the Mind Stone anymore. He's more of a
Local.
Yeah, he can still phase. He still has all his powers. So I don't know.
Right. So the question is, can he still lift Thor's hammer?
Oh yeah.
That's a question.
Yeah.
So I like how that played out, and then I was surprised that Agatha. Well, I wasn't necessarily surprised, but I was pretty sure that Agatha was not the
Yeah. The
main
big
villain
bad.
there,
Yeah.
and I was wrong
I think
on
they
that
kind
one.
of wrote off Quicksilver as he was just this guy,
Right.
But
Just somebody pretending.
how did he have his powers, like speed powers?
It was the spell that Agatha cast. It was on that
Oh.
bracelet thing, necklace, bracelet.
And then how did the kid get it? Like he
I have no. The kids, I have no idea.
so,
Like one of them had magic and one of them had speed. Like, all right, great. This is a thing now. And then they put him to bed. I'm assuming that was upstairs. The house disappeared. Where'd the kids go? Did they
yeah,
just
they're gone. That's what I
fall?
was thinking at the end when she heard the kids. Maybe she was hearing the kids right as they were disappearing from
Somewhere.
the reality, because that's why she put him to bed. It was all a sad moment and stuff because she knew that they were gonna disappear. In the comics, there's a story where she makes her kids or whatever, and then people help her and to find out that her kids and everything she created actually isn't real, and so she has like a big break, and then I don't know, something happens. She says no more mutants, and that's when mutants disappear.
Oh wow.
It's like, yeah, I don't know.
okay. So both possibly the instigator and the ender of the
So
X-Men.
she definitely has insane powers.
Right. I am interested in seeing where Marvel goes next.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to wait
It's
2
gonna
weeks.
be interesting because Falcon and Winter Soldier is Phase 4, and it's probably gonna be a lot different than this.
Is this Phase 3?
This is Phase 4.
Phase 4. Okay. And how do you think it's gonna be different?
I think it's gonna be a lot more in line with what we expect from like Marvel stuff, where it's like based in the real world and they're doing action stuff.
I see.
Like
Right,
what you
right.
expect when you see an Avengers film or whatever.
I see.
I don't think it's gonna have like magic and mystics
The
and like
sitcom.
all this.
Right.
Not necessarily the sitcom, just like I'm referring to more like the magic. There's like the two sides of Marvel where it's like the first Avengers was all about like the material world and stuff, and then the second
see.
phase, like those are, I guess, phase 1 through 3, I guess, with the Avengers that we know. And now they're starting to introduce, because Doctor Strange, he was introduced in phase 3, but he's still continuing on, and he has a lot to deal with the multiverse, Wanda, and we'll see who else, I guess. The Guardians of the Galaxy, I think, deal with the multiverse sometimes. So Thor as well. Maybe.
See them sometime. That'll be cool.
We know Thor's movie is called Thor: Love and Thunder. So
I like it.
so who knows what that'll be about. And so maybe the multiverse arc won't be like a whole thing for Marvel Phase 4. Maybe it'll just be an arc for like a few of their movies,
A handful of shows or something.
Yeah, not like an entire thing, but who knows.
I'm looking forward to it. We got 2 weeks till the next show.
Next
and
week
then
we have a
when's the movie come out?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I know Spider-Man comes out. I want to say Spider-Man is before Doctor Strange. Spider-Man comes out the end of this year in December.
Okay.
So unless Doctor Strange comes out before then.
It'll probably be Spider-Man. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
And
that
then-
is
Yeah, so Spider-Man and remember at the end of Spider-Man Far From Home when they had the when what's his name, Mysterio, like exposed him, like he's Peter Parker or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, holy shit! It's like
He's
you
like,
can't
oh,
I guess you can have that
crap.
in the Marvel universe because Tony Stark is just like, yeah, I'm Iron Man, like whatever. So I guess like,
but he's got money to like deal with stuff.
yeah,
He's got the money to pay problems to go away.
yeah.
Peter Parker can't afford that.
So that kind of fucks Peter Parker. So I'm
Mhm.
thinking multiverse stuff's gonna happen. They're gonna somehow fix it, and they're gonna come back to their same reality. But the only difference is that Mysterio didn't say that or something. I don't know. So it's gonna end up to where not everyone knows that Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, right.
So
Well, I'm excited to see how that plays out.
yep. So I think that's probably it, right?
Thanks for joining us on Pyre Side. We will catch you here next time.
Yeah, feel free to leave a like,
Subscribe,
or
comment.
comment, subscribe, all that, and yeah, we'll catch you guys later.